Get ready to match the stars. Bill Anderson, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Bonnie Franklin, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now here's the star of Match Game 76, Gene Rader.
Johnny-O. A little half-hearted there. What's wrong with those people there? Not glad to see me? Get out! Listen, we're glad to see you. And just to touch all bases, two faces, we get them as often as we can, but not too often. Bonnie Franklin, One Day at a Time. We're delighted to see her. And Bill Anderson of Nashville fame, who has a big hit country western song called Sometime.
Thank you.
How are you today?
Doing fine. I like your coat.
Thank you very much. It's not for sale. Let's say hello to Nancy Pappas and Kristen Craver here. Ladies, this is our current champ. She's won a lot of money, $2,500. And Kristen Craver. You both had your first round questions, and you're ahead, 3-0. And we'll go to round two in a moment or so. But right now, pay attention to this. Okay. Hello there. Is that my microphone that's making that funny noise? Well, I'll treat it very gingerly and be very careful with it. Whoops. There. Okay. That's 110 volts. Kristen, you want A or B?
A.
A it is. Now, Kristen, listen carefully. Here we go. You know the old expression, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. You've all heard that expression.
Oh, golly, have I ever.
Well, Bill tried that.
I did?
Yes. Now he's got a handful of blank.
Okay. Bird in the hand's worth two in the bush.
Right. Bird in the hand's worth two. Bill tried that. Now he's got a handful of... Okay. All right. Good. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I didn't want
you
your hair
didn't do
too
anything.
wet.
There's no way to mess up this.
Oh, really? You can mess mine anytime you want there.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Kristen. You're familiar with that old expression, aren't you? Bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Have you heard that? A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Ben Franklin said that, right?
Yes.
I don't know. Anyway, Bill tried that. This fella, Bill. And now he's got a handful of blank.
What's the word we can use for that?
Are you referring to bird droppings?
That's it.
Yeah. Now he's got a handful of bird droppings.
I thought you guys...
What do you say there, Bill?
I couldn't think of that. I wish I could have. I couldn't think of the right word. And yesterday I bombed out with dinosaur eggs, and today I'm bombing back out with bird eggs, I guess.
You got an egg fetish, huh? Okay, Brett. He says eggs.
Honey, you can't say eggs every time you get in trouble, you know. You've got to do something else. She's going to be a mother?
She's going to be a mother.
And she says things like bird droppings?
Yes.
Good heavens.
I said bird droppings.
Well, heaven knows what she would have said. That's shocking. I said bird doo-doo.
Doo-doo. That's one for her. Okay, Charles.
Oh, Fannie, stop looking at me. I always go for the cheap joke. You know that.
The bird was in the bush a long time, so it's bird juju, juju, juju.
So at this moment, the score is 3-2. Bird in the hand worth two in the bush. Bill tried that. Now he's got a handful of...
Everybody's on the same track here. Bird doo-doo.
Bird doo-doo. Okay. You offer a little doo-doo to the lady?
I don't. I offer some feathers.
A handful of feathers.
I wish I had some
Yes.
for you, though. Well, I mean, I did.
Did you eat your spinach? Hello there.
Hello there. I'd like to dedicate my answer to the Sisters of St. Joseph's Academy.
baby birds.
Baby bird. Oh, we got a tie score at this moment. Ready? You can break the tie by matching one celebrity, and you will win the game. Who does not play? Bill does not, Richard does not, and Charles does not. Oh, the men do not play, the ladies play. Here we go. Gloria said, "My husband drinks champagne out of my shoe." And Edna said, "That's nothing. My husband drinks champagne out of my blank." All right, I'm just...
My husband drinks champagne out of my blank.
Right. She says, "That's nothing. My husband drinks champagne out of my blank."
No, I don't like that, Charles. Thank you. Just, it's the same. I have a perfect answer.
Yes. Okay.
It's a perfect.
Very petty choice.
I don't like that answer.
You don't like that one?
What about that answer?
Okay, that's fine. Put that in the slot and away we go. It's up to you. Now, Nancy. Gloria said, "My husband drinks champagne out of my shoe." And Edna said, "That's nothing. My husband drinks champagne out of my...
Bra?
bra."
I think you misled me with that embittered reading.
Oh,
When you
really?
said,
Did I?
Yes, you said. Edna said, "That's nothing.
Ah.
My husband drinks champagne out of my sight."
I led you astray,
You
did
led
I?
me astray, I
I'm
think.
sorry. It's not the first time. Now, Bonnie Franklin. My husband drinks champagne out of my bra, according to Nancy.
Well, I agree with Nancy.
There it is, and that wins the game. That's two. Wow. Okay. Kristen, I hope you have a very happy, blessed event, and you get whatever you wished for. And we've got some gifts for you, together with our thanks. Kristen
Thank you.
Craver, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye. Now, we'll spin some messages for you, then come on and see how she does with the Big Money Super Match. All right, here we go for the 5th time with Nancy Pappas. You know, you've been up here, this is your 5th time, and it's amazing that you only, 2,600 is quite a bit, but you could be a lot more than that if you'd really hit up those big ones every time. Good luck to you this time, Nancy. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. 1 for blank. Now, the answer that bunch gave most frequently is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, you get $250, and then the third one gets you $100. Now, whom do you call on for some help?
Brett?
What about 1 for the money?
1 for the money, right?
Bonnie?
Bonnie.
1 for all.
1 for all.
And Fannie?
Something that Brett says quite often. 1 for the road.
Okay, there they are. 1 for the road, 1 for all, and 1 for the money.
I think I'll go for 1 for the road.
1 for the road. It's 2:45. All right, that's what we want. 1 for the road. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. May we see the $100 response? 1 for all. Who gave you that one? Bonnie gave you that one. Okay, that's a good sign. It means you're on the right track. Let's see if it's under the $250 response. 1 for the road. It is indeed. Congratulations, you got it. All right. 1 for the money? You think it's 1 for the money? Aren't you going to be surprised as we reveal it now and you see that it's 1 for the money? Okay, so that means you're up to $2,850. You're going to play for 10 times $250 or $2,500. But remember, you got to match 1 celebrity exactly, and it's time for you to choose one.
I think I'll go with Richard till I get it right.
She's going to go with Richard till she gets it right.
Now, we've got to do this because you've got a little boy named Ben, right? How old is he?
11 weeks.
Good Lord, let's concentrate.
Calls him Big Ben there.
Yeah.
All right. Now you got the ESP going? Get it going in advance before you just concentrate on Richard Dawson. Richard Dawson, I adore you. Is all that thought going through your mind? All right, then. Here it is. Blank pump. P-U-M-P. Now he's finished, Nancy. What answer comes to your mind to match him? Are you thinking about him? Are you thinking about this? Blank pump.
Gas pump.
Gas pump. I guess that sounds logical to me. It's the most common one. I hope you're right. Richard, she says that'll match you for $2,500. What do you say?
I've just bought my younger son a bicycle.
Oh, you had to buy him an air pump, huh?
Yeah. Of course, he's full of gas.
$5,350. Congratulations to you. I know you're very happy about that. You've got a lot of money, John. $5,350. Now, let's welcome your new challenger. Here comes Bill Alt. Hi, Bill. Hello. Okay, Nancy. You know what she just said to me? Now that she's won $5,350, she says, now I can have another baby. But not on this stage.
Is that what causes it?
Yes, right. Being under the hot lights is... Bill, we welcome you, sir. And we'd like to find out a little more about Bill Alt, other than the fact that his name is Bill Alt.
Okay, well, I'm originally from Canton, Ohio, now living in Redondo Beach. And I'm president of the California American Eskimo Dog Association, also the Growth and Retention Staff Officer for the Coast Guard Auxiliary, and taking lessons in vessel examination and instructor for the auxiliary. And I want to find out if I can say hello to Flop back in Ohio.
To who?
Flop.
Flop.
That's my grandmother.
Oh, your grandmother.
Right.
I'm sorry, Bill, it's not allowed. You can't look in the camera and say, hello, Flop, how are you? You can't do that.
Can I say hello, Flossie?
No, you can't. Floss.
Flossie?
Oh, Flossie.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's
sorry.
Floppy.
No.
It's Floppy.
It's
Okay.
not
I won't say
allowed.
it.
Yeah.
I won't
But
say it.
nice try anyway.
Okay.
I'm glad you're thinking about her there.
Yeah.
Now, didn't they have the dog races recently here?
Oh, the Eskimo?
Yes.
Well, these dogs aren't racers. You're thinking of the Huskies.
Oh, you raise pets.
Yeah, they're 25-pound dogs.
I
They used to
see.
be called Spits.
Oh, yes, they're
I
marvelous
never
dogs.
knew what a Spitz was before.
Now you know.
Mark?
All right, Mark.
I always
Are
thought
you
it
ready,
was a
Bill?
mongrel.
Ready.
All right, then we ask you to make a selection here. Hello. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. North America, and all the ships at sea. Flagg. Now, you may have A or B.
I'll start with B.
You'll start with B, he says. Now, listen, you've all seen this big hit CBS soap opera called The Young and the Restless, haven't you? You've seen that? Isn't that a marvelous show? There's a new show. No. It's about an old folks' home. It's called The Old and the Blankless.
The young and the restless.
The old folks, the show about the old folks' home called The Old and the Blankless.
The old and the blankless.
Yes.
I got it.
Nothing personal, Brett.
Is a Spitz really an... Because I had a Spitz,
There's
and
your
I always thought
souvenir.
they were a mixture of many
The
other
Spitz
dogs.
is a beautiful dog. I had one as a child.
I did too, and his name
Yeah.
was Trixie, or her name was
Really?
Trixie.
Ours
she
was
died of
named
Christ-
Chinny.
Chinny? Those
Yes.
were those names. they
Now,
gave
shall
her.
we not carry on this colloquy any further here? Just write your answer
right.
there. Do you remember the question?
Yes.
She's fading fast, folks. We must hurry before the... Okay, now she's writing hers. All right. Ready? Here we go. Have you ever seen that show, The Young and the Restless? Marvelous show. It's on every day at 1 o'clock. We've had several of the actresses on it from that show on this very program, too. There's a new show about an old folks' home. It's called The Old and the Blankless.
I'd say motionless.
Really? Your dogs love you, Bill.
I know, and I'm getting older.
Yes. He says the old and the motionless.
I wanted to help him. I really did. I went to school with a guy named Bill Alt, and I liked you, and I was going to try and help you. And I wrote The Old and the Helpless.
The old and the helpless there. He's looking for motionless, Brecht.
That's what I say to Charles every time I see him. I say, you're old and you're helpless.
That's two of those so far. Charles?
Well, they had a show, The Old and the Motionless,
Oh, they did?
but they changed it to Medical Morgue. Helpless.
That's 3 of those.
Try to
Okay.
keep the applause down because it hurts my ears.
New show about an old folks' home. It's called The Old and the Motionless, according to him. What according to you, Bonnie?
Old and the sexless, according to me.
Old and the
Thank you. That's the
The
first
audience
time the
loves that
audience has
one,
liked
don't
it.
they?
Letters.
All right. Now, Richard.
This is the nearest, I guess, to your. I said listless.
Listless.
Yeah. Is that not a?
Listless and motionless.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Thank you, judges.
Yeah. That's it. I would agree with that.
Well, so would I.
Judgment there. What do you say, Fannie?
I say to you, you don't know Grandma Fortenberry. No, I say the old and the toothless.
The old and the toothless. So there's one for you, and yours will be along in a moment, but right now this is coming your way.
Today's consolation prizes are 4 gallons of True Test Easy Care Latex Flat Enamel, a scrubbable flat finish latex enamel exclusively from True Value Hardware stores. And a Service Master First Aid Kit helps keep your carpet spotless. Service Master's do-it-yourself carpet cleaning, now available from the cleaning people who care. And a cooler and a supply of Fresca, that delicious, chilling, freezing, sugar-free soft drink that puts out thirst. Fresca. And Abracadabra. Let's have a double blank from Match Game 76 with Gene Rayburn. Continues in a minute.
Let's carry on with the second half of round 1. Nancy, this is your question. Everybody plays. There is a new special advisor at the White House. His job is to teach President Ford how to blank.
Is it what?
Yeah.
New special
Very
advisor
good.
at the White House.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think Charles has had a mild stroke and we just don't know it?
No, he's just concentrating because he wants to give us his maximum effort.
And now the news.
All
Okay.
that for that.
Now, Nancy, there is a new special advisor at the White House. His job is to teach President Ford how to blank,
How to walk?
how to walk. Yes. Okay, Bill.
I started to teach him how to fall gracefully,
Yeah.
but since that was too long, I wrote to walk.
Okay, Nancy, there's one for you. Now, Miss Brett, honey.
I say, what's that old song? Just walking along, singing a song.
So that's 2 for Nancy. Charles, do you make it 3?
I'll cut the song. Just walk.
Just walk. That's 3 for Nancy. Nancy struck gold with this one, Bonnie. What do you say?
Yeah, I said walk without bumping into things or falling down.
Walk, so that's 4. Now,
Yes.
Eggs.
special advisor at the White House, his job is to teach President Ford how to...
There's the kind of walk.
Walking Happy. That was a song, wasn't it?
Sure.
It was a title song of that show. Yes. Now we
Yes.
come to Fannie Flagg.
I say he may be a teensy bit clumsy, but he had the good sense to marry Betty. Hooray for Betty.
Love her.
Love her. Okay. Okay. Now, Bill, you got a job here. You can have A or B, and you got to match 5 celebrities to achieve a tie.
I'll take B again.
B it is. Here it is. Everyone except Richard. Evel Knievel made one of his crazy motorcycle jumps at his own wedding. Knievel missed. He landed on the blank. Okay.
Well, honey, I'm torn.
Evel Knievel.
Who made one of his crazy...
At his own wedding. And he missed.
Wedding.
He landed on
On
the... Yes, of course. Of course. Yes. All right, Fannie, you ready? Okay, Bill Alt. Evel Knievel made one of his crazy jumps at his own wedding. He missed, he landed on the...
Bride.
On the bride is a good one. Okay, you gotta have 5 brides to stay in the game. Bill, he's looking for a bride.
I thought he was going to say cake.
On the cake?
Yes, so I wrote bride.
Bride. That's one for you, Bill. Now, Brett.
Bill, don't get nervous. Hang in there. I didn't say anything you might think I might say. I said bride.
Bride. That's 2. Charles.
Bill, don't get nervous. Just hang in there. I didn't say anything you didn't want me to say. Bride.
Charles, you've got to lower your voice a little deeper the next time you do your imitation of it. Okay,
right.
Bonnie.
Well, don't get nervous. I didn't say anything you might think I wanted to say, because I said
Bride.
Bride. All right, Fannie, you're up. Looking for a bride to achieve a tie.
I want you to get real nervous. And I'm getting nervous. Oh, cowabunga. I said preacher.
So, Nancy wins the game. 6 times. So, now, Bill, we're going to say goodbye to you and the very best of luck to you in your various endeavors and many gifts for Bill Alt, ladies and gentlemen. While he's spinning off, we'll spin these messages for you. You were dandy, just Jim Dandy. And see you tomorrow. Join us for Match Game 76. Mañana. Gene Redmond here. Goodbye.
That's it.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 76. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Title Tales next over most of the CBS stations.